welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Jeremy's class. So, those of you watching on the internet, what we're doing today is this ESL Class, Level 8. They're going to be debating, should fast food be banned in public schools? Public schools, right? This team over here is going to argue, yes, fast food should be banned in public schools, and this team over here is going to be team disagree, no, they shouldn't be. Like it normally goes down, this team is going to have 7 minutes to make their opening remarks. It can be one person or many people, 7-minute limit, and then this team will make a 7-minute opening remark. After that, each team will have 5 minutes each to make further remarks or to argue against what you heard previously. Yesterday's debate was really good at that, taking that 5 minutes to serve as a make counter arguments. I heard my teammate say, my opponent over there say this, but I want to clarify, no, they're wrong because of this. A lot of y'all did that yesterday. It was really effective for your debate. And so those of you in the audience, not online, but out there, you got a survey. Of course, it says, which team do you think won the debate? Not necessarily which position do you already agree with, but which one made the best case, right? And then you can make some comments there, and then you can make it anonymous. Is it a little warm in here? Yes. Yeah, I'm going to fix that. Yeah, it's always a little, I'm wearing a jacket. So, 7 minutes for this team. Looks like Miss Anna is so eager to speak, right? So happy. Let's give her some comments. Yay, Miss Anna.
Hi everyone. Let's go to begin our debate today. We are a great team, and we will talk about why we agree to fast food should be banned at public school. Everyone knows that fast food is a delicious food. Smell pretty good, look nice, make us to want to eat, but unfortunately it's not healthy. And children are the future of the world, and we need to prepare the children for the future. And when we stay in a childhood, these children create an ability for the future, and if you taught these children to eat good, to eat a health food, probably in the future these children will stay more health, more safe, and know what is the health food. Because if them only see the fast food, when she look for a good food, they made a bad face, like, oh, it's like it. And then parents is the biggest reason that the children eat a lot of fast food, of course, but the schools run up the parents, and we need to do something to help these children. And through our presentation, we'll show for you around 10 reasons that is better to fast food be banned to the public school. Like children can be obese, hyperactive, have diabetes, and a lot of reasons that my friend will talking about and explain better. And that's it.
Okay, cool. So we got some time.
Hi everyone. Like our side, and I talked about that, children is very important for our country. Also, children grow up, during grow up is very important for the deaf. So the food is very important. The fast food is very popular in our world, more and more. So, we need know the fast food have a lot of the disadvantages. Some advances I give everyone. The first one, we know that in our social, our world, more and more children get the get obesity. So this data, the data from from this research, more and more than before. Another reason is the poor learning. If children eat fast food don't have too much nutrition, so can affect children's memory. Another reason is allergies. Allergies is from fast food for a lot of children. So we find that the fast food can cause allergies. Another big problem is the risk of diabetes. Diabetes is another disease. That is one risk. Diabetes is the result of when we body process too much insulin. For long term, we can some issue or some problem we can find immediately, but for long terms, it also have a problems. For the long terms, we will impact health. The health problems began in young, often follow the children's thoughts via the lifetime. What we think about a lot about the health of children's affect in our children's also with some vendors think about the cost. So fast food have a lot of cost. So that's the reason it's popular in our world. So a lot of vendors give the fast food and make that delicious for children to make money. Also, we think about for long term. If our children in public schools eat a lot of fast food, because fast food is very easy to bring, delicious to eat. So for a long term, the children will have ability to eat fast food. They wanted to eat the natural food. The natural food has more and more nutrition. Yeah, that's our opinion.
Alright, cool. Oh, hey, you did all 7 minutes. Alright, now the other side is going to have 7 minutes to make their case. No, fast food should not be banned in public schools. Alright, you'll have 7 minutes to open up. Here we go.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We are the disagree team. It is a controversial topic, but let me tell you some reasons why we disagree. Issues around the banning fast food start with the defining what the term fast food means. Fast food refers to that food that can be prepared and served quickly. This can be healthy, this can be unhealthy. We all have a different definition about what healthy is. For example, for some people, cheese can be a nutritious snack, but for others, cheese can be too high in salt and calories. So, fast, not all fast food have to be bad, and not homemade food, not all of homemade food has to be good. We have some reasons. The first one, because it's important for children to eat something. Poverty exists in many families of children who attend in public schools. Sometimes they don't have nothing to eat because their family can't buy enough food. So if children don't eat nothing in school, they are likely to have depleted energy and immunity levels. Also, they can suffer from desnutrition or quit the school just to work and something to eat for them or their family. Also, every child is different or has different likes and dislikes in regard to food. Research shows that children don't like eat nutritional meals and are likely to skip their meals or waste their food. So do you think that not eating at all is better? Other reason is there should be a freedom of choice for kids in school. Strict rules and politics in regard to food is not a solution. It's not right to limit the freedom of choice of school students. Some children feel overwhelmed, under pressure by studies, and also they have to feel pressure eating something that they don't like. Research shows that the schools that implement a no fast food policy have a high number of kids that not eat. They can feel uneasy, frustrated, and in a very bad mood. Other reason is fast food is easier and cheaper. There is not much to say here. We all know that fast food is cheaper and easier to access. There are a large number of children in school, in public school, and in order to feed them, fast food is the most affordable way. If a school bans fast food, they could stop offering any type of food, or they would have to sell healthy food at higher price, and many children would not be able to buy it. So, other reasons can be vending machines are profitable for schools. Installing vending machines that offer snacks is useful and profitable option for school. It is easy and convenient for children to buy cheap snacks. So, junk food or fast food has a bad reputation because of its ingredients. They are greasy, they are unhealthy. But I think that school instead ban the fast food, they should ban the unhealthy food, the unhealthy process, or unhealthy ingredients. And rather than teaching kids that certain food are are bad or making decision about what kids should eat. A school should take a more proactive approach, like showing kids how to decipher nutrition levels, teach them how to become more objective, and how to evaluate what is healthy and why certain are better for you than others. Adding that the schools are getting better at teaching nutritional literacy, for example, programs like Farm to School grants help kids in Ontario and BC learn about nutrition and participate in growing and cooking their own food. Sensitive education without judging or shaming is imperative. Thank you.
All right, come here, everybody. All right. Both sides made their opening arguments. While I have it fresh in my mind, I'm just going to make some comments about what I heard there. First of all, I like how each side was really well organized. You guys said at the beginning 10 things you're going to list off explaining why we should be banning some. I like your use of idioms at the beginning. Like children are our future, and there's some other idioms like that. Everybody knows that slogan, and right, it's explaining why it's important. And 10 reasons. So you're laying out a very clear path on how this is going to be, how your argument's going to be laid out. And Mr. Gary, I liked how you went through several of those reasons. Obesity, memory is affected, allergies. Actually, we've done this debate a lot. I've done it over several years. I don't remember any team ever bringing up the issue of allergens, which is a unique point to bring up. Yeah, food allergies might present this unique dimension of complication in public schools that are not considered. Yeah. So anyway, interesting. Diabetes. Cost. There's some pronunciation issues with, diabetes, diabetes, obesity, things like that. And there's other phrasing problems. But otherwise, y'all were laid it out in a pretty logical and clear, organized way. And Ms. Lange, great opening remark too. Great introduction. You defined the terms. That's a great strategy. This is what we're debating. Fast food is prepared quickly. Healthy version and an unhealthy version, so it's good to define your terms. So unhealthy version is too high in salt and calories. You made the point that poor neighborhoods either have the choice of fast food or nothing, more or less. Is that more or less what you're saying there? Yeah, okay, great. And many times kids may end up quitting school because of it. They can't concentrate because they're, so you brought up the issue of actually a lot of kids not having any food at all. And so this would exacerbate or make that problem worse. Every child is different, and you also brought up the other point about freedom of choice is also an important dimension. Vending machines are actually beneficial fundraiser for schools, and they're very convenient. You brought up the point that instead of banning, we should further teach our children about making good choices, even if those choices are available. Choose the right choices instead of banning how to make the right choices. Did I correctly say it? Yeah. Okay. I'm just summarizing to give you an impression. What I heard from you was that. That's what I heard. So that's what your speaking did. I was able to catch that. So each team's got 5 minutes to make a rebuttal. This team over here has got 5 minutes. So let's give them a hand, everybody. Yay, them! All right. Whoever wants to talk here.
Okay, for our side, we agree with fast food is bad for the health. So I feel that everyone doesn't eat fast food regularly because this can cause illness and a lot of weight gaining. There's restaurants make their appealing and very bright. So you are tempted to go inside, but that doesn't make any reason for you to go buy something from there. Also, one thing, fast food industries should stop making their advertisements directly to children. Fast food has changed our nation and just keep getting bigger and bigger than before. So the subject is fast food should be banned in public school. We never said fast food should be banned. No. We said well in public school because we have to control what our kids are doing. So she said she was talking about everyone has to have the choice, but we're talking about children, not adults. You have to make the choice for your children. If you say to your children, don't eat this, you know why you said don't eat this. But you can't tell me for sure. You will tell to your kid, when you go to school, just eat one burger or just eat something simple and the kid will obey what you said. It's impossible because that's a part of the education. You can't just tell him like do it and he will do. Like you can control what your kid do inside the house, but you don't know the behavior of your kid outside the house because that's another world and you can't control that. So the only reason we want to ban this, it's like we make sure we want to control because one day if you discover like your kid has a disease because of oil, too much oil in the body or many sugar, you will be affected by that because like you will see like for example you will think that's something I could avoid because like I let him eat what he wanted to eat because he got a choice to eat what he wanted to eat. Like he has the right to eat everything, so that's the point.
Okay. Okay, no, that's it. All right, very good. Okay, coming up.
Can I go?
Go for it. Yeah, is this team done? You guys are done? Okay, yeah. Go for it. Okay. That's fine. No problem.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
First of all, happy Women's International Day.
Oh.
It is special for every woman in this classroom, okay?
Thank you.
So, I would like to start talk about definition. So, how you guys was able to see the previous group or this group, they don't define what fast food is. So this is really important because fast food is the way to prepare quickly a food or a meal. So my first point here is if the children don't have fast food at school, they can have fast food outside of school. So ban fast food at school, in my opinion, in our opinion, is a half solution. Okay? This is the first point. The second point is about if the school is able to offer fast food, but fast food with quality, this is good because it is the way to control the food that the children are able to eat. So the second point is important for that. And the third point is about the market. So fast food generates jobs and is good for the country's economy. And if you ban fast food, you can have more and more employees around the country. And to finish my participation, I would like to give you guys some examples. I see every day Houston area, some restaurants where you can find fast food, but the food is good. For example, Chipotle. Chipotle is a Mexican restaurant, and you are able to go there, take your food really fast, but the food is good, healthy, fresh. I don't know if we can find in the United States, but in Brazil we have McDonald's, and in that menu we can find salad, for example. So you have option. You can eat junk food, or you can make option for healthy food in the same place. And this place in the United States, I don't know if there is salad.
Chick-fil-A.
And we have one more example, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
This is another chain, restaurants chain, where you can find health food. So, that's it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we will. You get or in just a moment. Yeah, we're gonna after we finish up the 2-minute remark at the end. Yeah. You're already eager to start. By the way, and so even in this last 2 minutes, if you don't feel like you get to say everything, I will offer time that you really want to say something. Fantastic. So I'll just summarize. While it's still fresh in my brain, a little critique of how you guys use that 5 minutes there. Again, yeah, Strauss was good. You were defining the terms of the debate. This is what we're debating: fast food in public schools, not everywhere, right? That's a great point you made. Parents cannot control their kids while they're at school. They're responsible for what happens at home, but it's a totally different world. I like the way you phrase that. It's this one. Okay, fair point. I was gonna say, yeah, and Oda, I liked your icebreaker at the beginning. Not that, Happy Women's Day. That was a great way to break the ice. You ever heard that expression? Yeah. Breaking the ice is like telling a joke. Oh, the weather is really nice today, isn't it? Something like that. Which doesn't have anything to do with the presentation, but that's a great way to grab everyone's attention at the beginning. I like your expression, this is a half solution. That's a very useful economy of words. I know exactly what you mean by saying half solution, by banning public fast food, and because they're also available outside of school, so what difference does it make? Yeah, that's the point we're making. Mm-hmm. Don't ban, try to make it healthier, right? It provides jobs to the economy, that's important. And then you brought up your own anecdote about how I see in Houston examples of healthy fast food, right? Like Chipotle and even McDonald's, which has terrible fat food in it. Also, makes salads are available even within the worst, fast food joints, whatever. So that's the point we're making. Okay, so anyhow, this last 2 minutes, I'm going to let you guys summarize, or you can use this 2 minutes to counteract. It looks like Ms. Anna was eager to say, oh, I really want to say something. And put Ms. Order in his place. So whatever, 2 minutes, and then we'll open it up, and you guys can think about questions you can ask each team, or make comments, etc. Okay. All right. So let's give them a hand, everybody, while they do the last. 2 minutes to make your closing remarks, or okay. Ooh.
I would like to argue with Miss Lange first, when she told that some children are poor and only eat in school, only at school. And imagine if these children only eat fast food. It's not health, obviously. I know that how she said that has a health fast food, but at school you will find hamburger, French fries, pizza. No, not health. And it is good to eat sometimes, but not every day. And like Oda said too, I would like to argue that I know it make a lot of jobs, and it's good for us to have this option to sometimes go outside and eat this delicious, but every day it's impossible to be healthy. And I think it is important to exist, but not to eat every day, okay? Strauss-Kahn.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you because what you said is very right. You was talking about half, making half. So I would just I need you to answer about that. I repeat, the subject is fast food should be banned in public school. Okay, so that's homework and that's game during the night and game for 1 hour. So we're talking about children, right? No adult people. So where do you think kids are going to go if you make half of this? Game all days or game half with homework?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, done.
thank
Alright.
you.
Alright.
Because you gave the choice to a kid,
Time's up.
you're supposed to educate.
Alright.
What's wrong in the?
Alright. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll maybe bring that up later on. Okay, we'll leave your illustration up there for mine. Okay, 2 minutes. Your closing remarks. Like I said, usually toward the end, everybody gets really passionate. Okay. 2 minutes to make your closing remarks. Go ahead, Si.
Good morning all. Today we are talking about fast food should be banned in school. I think like we should not ban any food in the school. This is a choice. The way to make process of the food, you know, we have to see like we should talk about what type of fast food and what quality of the fast food we should give in the school. Like if you go to Subway, you have a choice of vegetables and bread and all type of meat, which is freshly made. If we provide something which is freshly made, it's not unhealthy, okay? At some point in the life or outside of the school, kids, yes, I'm talking about kids here, they will eat fast food, okay? So at home also, I have kids, 5 kids, okay? Not necessarily like if we make one food, so all kids will eat food. One of them say, no, I don't want to eat rice. And he likes to eat only bread. Okay, so those kids, you know, they like to eat that thing. So rather than not giving that thing, it's not good because they will be weak if they are not eating that thing. So if that thing is not available in the school, yes, we should question that how to make that thing. For example, if you make in a deep fryer, same thing, and you make in an air fryer, it will make totally different. 1 spoon of oil and full. Okay. And I want to say, Miss Anna, like she was talking about like.
What about it?
Yeah. So same thing like if we will stop kids for like you know like. Don't look at me like
Okay, buddy, that's all right. I'll let you finish your point.
All right. Time is up.
Oh, yeah, that's all time's up. Okay, good. We have a chance to make your point later on. Thank you. Hey, Chris, give me a hand, everybody. That's the very thing that, by the way, at the end there, happens all the time. I was like, oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I
I have
hate
a
to feel it,
question.
you know what I'm saying? Huh?
I have a
Well
question.
done, everybody. You have made a very thoughtful preparation. Everybody here, I can tell, you know, had challenges, of course, with speaking, pronunciation, choice of words, things like that. And of course, speaking in front of people is difficult for everybody, especially, you know, native English speakers, but particularly for you guys. So I got to commend you for doing that. All right, so I'm going to open it up now for people want to make a question, pose a question to one side or the other, make a comment. You're looking at me, right? You're looking to say something.
I have a question
Yeah, go
for
for it,
Mr. Saeed.
yeah.
And I see you mentioning Subway about fast food. Now here we're talking about fast food in public schools. Now if we talk about Subway, we go and pay for the food, so quality is the first thing they're gonna go after. Public schools, hold on, I'm not done yet. Public schools, for the food, it's paid by the government. So how are you comparing the quality of fast food in public school and Subway?
Here we are debating, government is not listening to us, first of all. Second thing is, Subway is, I'm giving an example of Subway. We are saying fast food should be banned. why you are avoiding something in the school, like kids should not eat burger, you know. I'm saying, I was referring Subway, like we should give them something healthy like Subway in the school rather than not giving them at all. If we can give, like Subway is a fresh, like they're giving fresh food, everything fresh vegetable, and you can choose a bread, meat, and choice of vegetable and sauce, which is healthy. You know, it is called doctor recommended. Subway is the only fast food that says doctor recommended food. So when choice is available, why we are saying like this should be banned in the school? We can say we can make something like Subway in the school,
Cool.
where kids can have that thing also. As I said, like not all the kids same. Few kids like to eat fast food only.
I hear you.
If they don't have that thing available in the school, so like they will be weak, you know, if they're not eating anything other things.
Fair enough. That was a point you were making earlier. Did somebody over here want to address what he was asking about? No, somebody? No. Oh, you. I know. Did anybody want to comment on what you just heard or him say?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Strauss. What's on your mind? Yeah.
Yeah, but like the idea, like I think on this way you kind of lost a little bit because when we say we can ban the fast food in the previous school, we didn't say like kids can come with food from home.
Yeah.
You see, and one point I wanted to mention.
That's
is, like,
distinction. Yeah.
So kid can bring McDonald's from home.
Yeah. So you say you can't.
Why you think always about fast food? That's the point.
As he said,
no,
fast food
she has kids.
is something which
She
is
has kids.
food you can make quickly.
Okay, let me explain. She has kids. Before your kids wake up to make get ready to go to school, you can make everything ready. Like you can make a sandwich, a good sandwich, like to make sure they will eat that. For example, you don't give them money. If this sandwich stay inside my bag and I'm a kid, I'm hungry, I will eat it at school. Like I won't be like you said, like, oh yeah, oh I need to eat. No, I will eat because my mother made it for me. And what want to say?
Okay, what's your question?
What is the question? I guess this is
Think about it for a moment. I'll let you do that. No, it's okay. I was just actually you just touched on
Okay,
something
I want to
you
say
said.
something to him. How many kids do you have?
2.
2. I have 5 kids. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and what I wanted to say
And my
is
question is like my wife made
Let me just
my 3
explain.
kids goes to school and she wake up and she make food for them also. But like it is one kid want to have a burger, so she make that food, you know. For that.
Made it. That's not.
So we are saying, I don't know why you are keep saying like we are not talking about. Yes, we also talking about school. We are not saying outside. When we are giving example of Chick-fil-A and Subway, we are giving example why we cannot have such example in the school rather than taking out that thing from the school. We are not saying totally banned. At some point, when kids will be at your age, they will eat anything. But when we can teach them, use proper bread, ingredients and freshly made product, and you can eat that thing which is not unhealthy, you know. Somebody created that food, very genius person, you know, burgers.
Okay.
So why we are saying don't eat that burger?
Okay, and I keep repeating that everyone is not honest. You know why? Because when I run my business inside a public school, I just want the kids to finish everything to make my money. I don't care, like, oh, that's all that kid, oh, why is it like they have too many oils? I just want to spend everything.
No.
Like,
In this case,
everything has
you
finish,
have
and I want
to
make my
follow
money.
rules. You have to follow
Which rules?
Restrictions.
Which
from government.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay, I think that was your point earlier. Is like don't ban it.
like
Make more
everything in your
restrictions, yeah.
storage has to be finished. Who has to finish?
If you
Only
go
the
to
kids.
Google last week, Fort Bend County food nutrition expert, like she said, we should implement food, like this is last week, I was just reading it and this is in the news. She said same thing, they implemented already in Fort Bend County, all schools, freshly made food, not like fried anything.
That's good.
This is, we are just saying it and it is already done it, okay? So other counties and other states, other schools, they can take that example.
Okay.
Okay.
When the
So I'll tell you what, she wants to say something. I'm gonna let her have the floor. You guys, yeah, you think about what you want to say later on. I'll let you go ahead, Stroud. Ms. Anna, what do you want to say? Weigh in?
Research found that students who ate more fast food than overall had slow growth in academic and skills.
Lower in academic achievement.
Had slow growth in math, reading, and science than students who ate a good food.
Gotcha. So the average, they have
And
lower grades.
There is a study also, like if kids don't eat anything, they will be also weak. Okay, they will be also like a grade will be low and they will not be able to think, you know. So we are saying if we give them their choice of food in a healthy way, choice, yes, choice. So kids' choice, you know, as I said, like
Every day.
every
You
day
can
means
choice.
like
You can eat outside sometimes when you go with your family.
kids are
It's
smart
a
also,
fun.
they don't eat every day, but I'm
But
saying
not
like
Definition, they're not.
out of 5 days, if they want to eat 2 days, like for example in the school, that food should be available in a healthy way, you know.
Okay. Well, is there somebody else from the audience want to make a comment or a question or something like that? No? Anybody? No? Okay. Actually, you guys touched on a lot of issues, but this is a lot more complicated than, well, of course, yeah. And actually, Strauss, you almost touched on a different, what does this mean that kids are banned from bringing it from home? Well, I think what we're all debating on is should fast food companies be allowed to sell it versus them bringing it from home kind of, yeah, that touches on another sticky issue, I guess, freedom and stuff like that. They're not gonna make sure, looking at everybody, kids' lunch pail but they're not gonna allow companies to sell it in school, I think is what you were almost about to make a point about, right? Okay, anybody else wanna make a comment? No? Give everybody a big hand! Hey, you can go back for this one. Okay, you can go and stop it if you don't mind. Thank you, Mr. Thanks for your help with that.